Hello and welcome. I am the Suit&Tie Dip&ChewGuy, and this is the number 6 review of series number 15. Series number 15 is Fruit, minus the peach. That has already been done, and the peach series is in the playlists section. So, had a bit of a scare here. It is now close to 2 a.m. I lost control of my computer for a little while, and the keyboard and mouse decided that they were not going to work any longer. So I'm not quite sure what that was about, but they seem to be working now, and hopefully they will continue to work. Hopefully. Anyway, as you just saw, this review will be of Skoal. So let's take a look at the packaging. So you have a Skoal metal lid on sturdy, fresh, guaranteed fresh stamp can. All right, in the U.S. smokeless style. Raised boxed rim. The border silver of the letters of Skoal is raised, and so is the half circle. There is a very slight raised border in between the upper and the warning label. This is a blend, a Skoal blend, berry tobacco blend. So in between the inner silver circle and the outer rim, there is a gunmetal gray that sort of presents as black on this one. That has to do, I think, with the background color, which is basically a purple. Going around to the side banding, we scrunched U.S. smokeless warning label with brand, cut, and flavor. It is a long cut product. Then all sorts of information there, such as underage sales prohibited, sales only allowed in the United States. It is smokeless tobacco, and it is 100% American grown tobacco. Then you got some branding, the cut, manufacturer's information, and the bar code. So it is a 1.2 ounce net weight can, the standard size can for a dipping tobacco product. It is tax class M, as is all dip, and it is a product of the U.S. Smokeless Tobacco Company of Nashville, Tennessee. The website is Skoal.com. It's fairly nice, and they always have coupon offers. So on the back, as I said, you have the guaranteed fresh stamped U.S. Smokeless can, and the sell-by date, which is usually in the middle. Up top there is on this August 25th, 2019. So I'm going to cut into this because I haven't had enough fruit yet. Now, I recently had the berry in the premium pouch series. I did the pouches. This is one of those things that there was a time when I actually sort of liked this. And at that time in the past, I liked the citrus too. The citrus now, I have no time for it. I don't think I ever cared for the apple. But the berry at one time, I did like. I think it's one of those like beginner phases, like people that just get in or start dipping. Now, I've been using tobacco. I've been using tobacco in one form or another for 25, 26 years. But I haven't been dipping that long. And I think, like, when I first started, I think flavors like this is in the beginner's phase. Like, you're attracted to stuff like this, and then you move away from that phase, and I'm now well away from that phase. There is a strong berry smell coming off this. It doesn't smell bad. It's what other companies and products would call like a wild berry, like a mixed berry. So in the can, this one seems more moist than it's still leaning dry, but it seems moister than the apple was, even though they have the same date on the back of them. The cut is a little bit more inconsistent than, let's say, the Skoal Classic products, but it is fairly evenly strewn with inconsistency. So in a way, that is sort of consistent in itself. It's a pretty potent berry smell coming off it. It pinches all right, and it is moist. So especially once you get down into the can. Of course, mind you, I didn't want nearly this much of this stuff, but that's all right. There's cling to it in the mouth. I'll be back in a moment. And I am back. It's all right. I mean, as I said, this is one of those things like, people that are new, younger people that are new into it, or even older ones that have just started. Stuff like this you sort of gravitate towards. I don't know why, but you do. And there was a time where I really sort of enjoyed this. That time has passed. That said, I still find it tolerable. And it is something different. Like, if this can stayed fresh and moist indefinitely, I would probably finish it at some point, because after a while, one dip a month would finish the can. But it's not going to stay around that long. The flavor is a mixed berry, okay? The cut is good. I mean, it's not as consistent to the eye as Skoal Classic products. It's sort of more towards what an extra product looks like in the can, but it doesn't have the extra moisture. There's nothing shady about the product. It's just, this is not what I want flavor-wise in a tobacco product, basically. It's just not. But it is tolerable. And I have a feeling tomorrow's review I am not going to be happy during. Because last time I did the pouches of the citrus, I found that not tolerable. This is tolerable. It's just something, like, it's berry. Okay. Now, where's my straight? Or where's the natural? It's just whatever. Nicotine's going to be lower. It's going to be on the low side. Cut is okay. It sticks. It gave resistance and sort of clung on itself going around the side. But doing that, clinging, it also didn't leave any floaters or whatnot. There was no trail of destruction going around. Smells all right. In fact, it smells probably... Let me check again. I probably find the smell a little bit more enticing than the actual flavor. But, they're pretty close. They're pretty close together. The packaging's quality. No complaints about the lid. The can is good. You never have that problem with the Skoal product. It's just lower nicotine and a flavor that, I could take or leave. As far as the berry goes, like the flavor, looking past me not caring for it personally, it's an all right berry flavor. It's not real candy. It definitely has a dark tobacco underlying it. So in that way, I can sort of appreciate it. But it's just something, I've moved on. But if you're looking for something different, or if you're new, because for new people, the Skoal products, short of finding Stokers, they probably are the best pinching products available. Grizzly and Copenhagen aren't too far behind, but for whatever reason, Skoal pinches really well, and it's really easy to actually use. Stoker's long cuts, well, they're all long cut except for the one, but, well, there were two, but now there's only one fine cut. Stoker's long cut, I mean, they're the easiest. In fact, they get so crazy pinching wise, the problem starts going the other way, and it's an issue of not getting too much out at a time because that's why I don't pack cans, because my everyday is Stoker straight, and I don't pack Stokers because I don't need to. You pack a can of Stokers and you have any success, when you go to pinch that out of that can, you're going to literally take the whole can with you. So that's part of the reason why I do not pack here. The other reason is I want to show basically the ease of pinching without it being packed. So in your head, okay, well, if it's doing that with him unpacked, then maybe it'll be a little better. You get what I'm saying? Maybe, or maybe not. In fact, there's probably lots of things that I say in retrospect that people just don't get. But that's okay. That's okay. Just keep subbing and keep liking and keep commenting. Anyway, so this has been the review of Skullberry. Good packaging, lower nicotine, good pinching, flavor that I don't overly care for. But if you like berry stuff, you may want to give it a try. It's a quality product. It's just a flavor I don't overly care for. I am the Suit&Tie Suit&Tie Dip and Chew Guy. I did mention it's like after 2 o'clock in the morning, right? Okay. Keep that in mind. I want to say hello and thank you to a few people. Actually, 3 of them are actual notifications, go figure. And the third left a comment in a section saying that he was new. Unfortunately, I can't remember which ones are which at this point. So I'm just going to call you all out. Chillax, hello and thank you. Zach McLaughlin, hello and thank you. Hope I didn't butcher your last name there. Brian Scott, NJ times 87. I'm guessing Brian Scott is in New Jersey and was born in 87, but that's just a guess. Sir, hello and thank you. And Patrick Cleary, hello and thank you. Anyway, do check out Berg's Dip Reviews, Dirty Pat Walsh, Wayside Lee 83, and Snuff Strings. He is a YouTuber that has been around for quite a while, but got rid of his old channel and he's back. So Snuff Strings, all lowercase, one word in the search box, and he should come up. I believe in his picture he is picking a guitar. Real Talk Studios, No Bluff Buff, and snoozefreak.com, the snoozefreak.com, the channel here on YouTube. Guys, thanks for bearing with me tonight. I have been a little bit off. Do take care of yourselves. I will be back tomorrow with Citrus. Take care, and God bless.